Yes, stop it.
गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तिनिर स्मरण है विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे है निज वांछित पूरन श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टम स्थापितम येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Sitting in Samadhi Mandir of Guru Maharaj, this is the second day when we are remembering Gurudev's letters, his teaching from his original letters. This is coming in the form of a book. The name of the book is Life and Letters of Jagat Guru, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirth Goswami Maharaj, and aptly yours. Two sisters of Guru Maharaj, Srimati Krishna Ghosh and Srimati Geeta Majumdar, they are also the authors of the book because they write about the early life of that book of Guru Maharaj. And I included all the letters I got from Guru Maharaj and few letters he wrote to different other devotees, including my father, my sister, my brother, and also few letters I wrote to Guruji. I used to keep copy, so all those things are in this book. Maybe we'll get it on the inauguration of Samadhi, that book will come. I will like all of you to go through this book, and if you have time, try to translate it in your language, and then we can publish in different languages. As you know, coming to the inaugural of Samadhi of Guru Maharaj is biggest pilgrimage, because Samadhi is very important in Gaudiya Vaishnava. When you go to Vrindavan, you go to Radharam, there is Samadhi of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. You go to Radha Damodar, there is Shri Rup Goswami Samadhi, Shri Jeev Goswami Samadhi, and so many Samadhis in Radha Damodar. You go to Govardhan, you have Samadhi of Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. So these Samadhis, why these Samadhis are there? It's very important in our life to have a bona fide spiritual master. But what we do when he leaves? We miss him. So Guru Maharaj, by his causeless mercy, showers his direct blessings in his Samadhi. So it's his presence here. It's not like he has gone. How? He is present here in Samadhi in transcendental form. But at the same time, he is also doing his eternal pastime with Supreme Lord Radha Krishna in Golok. That is Avichinta Mahashakti, inconceivable, infinite power of a pure devotee. He can do. You see? So out of too much affection for disciples, he decides to remain here. If you go to Gopal Bhatta Goswami Samadhi, even today when they offer bhoga to Gopal Bhatta, they prepare those items which he liked in his lifetime. So for them it's not Samadhi, it's like Gopal Bhatta Goswami is there. So every preparation is made as per his taste. You know? So that is actually the mood of the devotees. personal Guru has manifested in the form of his samadhi after he leaves this world. It's very, very important concept for us to understand. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that for Gaudiyas, the greatest pilgrimages are three. One is Vrindavan, I mean Braj, the whole Braj. Another is Jagannath Puri, and then you have Shridham, Mayapur, Navadvip Dham. These three are the most important pilgrimages. In addition to these, we also visit all those places, which places were visited by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Gaud Mandal Parikrama. You see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went from Gaud Mandal to Jagannath Puri. All those places we must visit once in our lifetime. Then he went to South India. All those places where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will see many places. We have temples, we have different ashrams, we have Pad Pithas. We must go to those places. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, of all pilgrimages, most important is the place of birth of a pure devotee. How can we understand this? So where a pure devotee appears, that is the most important pilgrimage. Our Guru Maharaj appeared in Gwalpada, Assam. So for us, that is most important pilgrimage place, Gwalpada. Have you been to there? So, Tulsi, you have been to Gwalpada?
Yes, I was.
Okay. So, Gwalpada is the birthplace, and Shridham Mayapur, Ishodhyan, is the place of Samadhi of Guru. So, in the same way, Samadhi is the most important pilgrimage, because here you get the presence of Guru. You can talk to him. I am sitting in front of Gurudev Samadhi. You are hearing here. I think all of us feel his presence. I feel he's there. And when there was construction started, you see those times, there was a small hut here and construction was going on. So a lot of construction material was around, like bricks, like sand, all around, because everything was like under construction. So I got a dream in Jammu, early morning dream. What I see in dream, Guru Maharaj comes out of the Samadhi. And I just forget that he's not there. I feel as if he's staying there. He comes out, but he's not old, he's like young, in a sannyasi dress. He comes out, and the first thing he does is he goes to Param Gurudev Samadhi. I mean, he must be going for doing his pranam. But when he's going there, on the way there are bricks, there is sand, so it's like very difficult to move for Guru. So I came from Jammu here, I saw there were bricks, there were so many things. So I cleaned everything. I told them that Guru Maharaj is going to pay his pranam to Param Guruji. You must organize in a way. So he's there. And I just incidentally mentioned this. Why I should not reveal this thing. But same way I got so many realizations that Guruji is present there. So many times. He's there. And you see, the essence of our Gurudev's personality is his most beautiful, attractive smile. You all remember. In the same way, this Samadhi is manifested like that.
проявилось подобным образом.
It's so beautiful.
Оно очень
It has come
красиво.
out beyond our imagination, what we could
За
think.
пределами
This is more beautiful than our imagination.
более прекрасно,
Just
чем
because
наше
of
воображение, поскольку
His beautiful smile and Param Gurudev's so beautiful personality. So we are very fortunate that Guru Maharaj gave us opportunity
дал нам возможность
to witness this historical event of inauguration
присутствовать в этом
on 7th.
на
When
этой церемонии открытия
new
Самадхи, когда
Temple will be inaugurated and
храм будет открыт,
Shri Vigraha will be installed.
Виграха будет установлена.
We are all here for that.
Мы все здесь.
Now,
Это для этого. И вот
I was just reading this letter
сейчас я
before you came. And in this letter of 1984,
весной в этом 2000
Guru Maharaj is describing his preaching routine.
как он проповедует.
And every day, on an average, he is giving 4 discourses:
4 раза говорил
morning,
утром,
forenoon, afternoon, evening.
после
4
обеда,
discourses
после обеда и
average
вечером.
every day, sometimes even 5.
Иногда даже 5.
And when I was
И когда я был
moving with Guruji in those days,
Гурудевым ездил в то время,
every discourse was different.
каждый раз он говорил
No
о
repetition.
ни разу не повторялся.
Like in the morning,
Днем
he will speak about
он говорил
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaking to Raya Ramananda, that
он
person.
говорил о Рамананде.
In the forenoon, he will speak from Uddhav Krishna dialogue from Bhagavatam.
Делал
In the
Кришной
evening,
вечером.
he will speak from Mahabharata Yaksha Prashna. Yaksha question by Yaksha, answers by Yudhishthir Maharaj. And in the night, he will speak some other topic from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So like this, I recorded everything, I noted everything, and if I get chance in my life, I will try to publish everything. So when first of all Guru Maharaj write me the first letter, I never expected that he will write to me because I never wrote to Gurudev. I got initiation and he went to Chandigarh from Jammu. In Chandigarh, there was Kartik Vrat, October, November. Kartik, you understand? Damodar Vrat.
Yes.
In that, when he reaches there, he writes me a letter. We all reached Chandigarh safe and we are going to observe Kartik Vrat. There will be special Vyasa Puja of Param Gurudev on Uthane Ekadashi. You try to come. So this was the first letter to me. And in this he invites me for Kartik Vrat Uthane Ekadashi. And I was a student, so I was thinking, how can I go? Because I have to ask for money from my father. And I knew that he will never agree. Even then, I tried to ask my mother. She asked my father. And father said, no need. Guru Maharaj will come next year. He can be next year. But I could not tolerate this. So I went to one senior devotee, Sri Hans Das Prabhu, and showed him the letter. So he was very happy. He came to our home. He met my father. He said, oh, you are very fortunate. Your son got invitation from Guru Maharaj. I never got invitation. So you are very fortunate. Don't worry. I will take him. Be assured. So he accompanied me to Chandigarh. So that was the first time in my life I saw Guru Maharaj doing Kartik Vrat. Early morning, Pratham Yam, before Mangal Arati, then Mangal Arati, after that Mandir Parikrama, then Nagar Sankirtan, then second Yam, third Yam, then some break, then after lunch, again sitting afternoon, and then fourth Yam, fifth Yam, and in the evening he also reads from Bhajan Rahasya. Bhajan Rahasya, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Bhajan Rahasya. I was startled, what is this? What kind of thought is this? So subtle and so uplifting. Then in the evening after Arati, he will do Gajendra Moksha from Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 3rd chapter. Every day he will sing the Sanskrit shloka very nicely. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasme Yat Etat Chidatmakam Purushaya Dibijaye Pareshaya Vidhimahi Yasmin Nidam Yataschedam Yenedam Ya Idam Swayam Yo Asmat Parasmacha Parastam Prapadde Swayam Bhuvam. Like this, he will sing Gajendra Moksha, and every day for 1 hour he will describe one shlok or half shlok in one day. And that was like, what is this? And sometimes he is so compassionate that he will also repeat the previous days, because I was late in the Kartik. So he repeated all the previous shlokas one day. And then he said, we must hear it complete. Then we get benefit. Like this, one Mataji came to Guruji. She was crying because of some death in the family. He was very depressed. So Guru Maharaj was melted to see her tears. So in this, he said we should sing Gajendra Stav, but with the same mood of Gajendra. Like on the deathbed, Gajendra is crying because he knows no one can save me. So he calls Bhagwan in this prayer. Guru Maharaj says, we should have the same mood of Gajendra when we pray. But this is very difficult to have that mood. But at least this is a prayer by a pure devotee, Gajendra. So if we sing this prayer, we'll get some benefit. So, Saptamyam, Ashtamyam, then Uthane Ekadashi, Vyas Puja, all those things I saw for the first time. And after that I never looked back. Letters coming, letters going, and I'm going to visit different places. But 3 years Guru Maharaj said, you come to Mayapur for Navadvip Dham Parikrama. But 3 years I could not come. But 1986, I got scholarship, from university. I got scholarship. I said, now I don't have to ask from my father for money. So I came to Mayapur. That was the first time I came, 1986, 38 years back. And that was the year of 5th centennial of Mahaprabhu, that is 500th birth anniversary of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 1986. That was the year when I saw
толпах я увидел.
more foreign devotees than Indian devotees in mine.
Больше
It was full of foreign. And ISKCON, Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, all foreigners with their big video cameras, recording machines, all the gadgets. And whenever we are going, like with Guru Maharaj, we go for parikrama. We enter Sridhar Angan, Srivas Angan. And there are already so many foreigners sitting and hearing to discourse by Srila Sridhar Dev Goswami. So I saw him giving discourse in English and all those people recording everything. And Guru Maharaj prostrated, Sartan Dandavat Pranam. We all followed him. Then I came to know that is Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. And you know, in this parikrama, Puri Goswami Maharaj, Brita Puri, Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he was leading. And Guru Maharaj following him. So from 86 to 2024, by the grace of Guru Maharaj, I get opportunity to come here every year. And sometimes 2-3 times every year. This year, this is my second time. I came in March. But you cannot come here without the mercy of Guru Dev. It's very, very special place, Dham. So during those times, all those letters, I knew that these letters are very important, so I preserved those letters. And one day we have to publish. So that the day came when Guru Maharaj went abroad in 1997. Guru Maharaj had to go to USA tour. So I was his servant in that tour. So first tour of Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj said, we must have some publication in English. We don't have any. In Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, there was Bangla or Hindi publication. So Guru Maharaj gave me one 10-page article, Cause of Afflictions and its Remedy. That 10-page lecture he gave me, and he said, you publish it. This lecture contains the dialogue between Nimi Maharaj and Navayogendra. That cause of affliction. That is Bhagavatam 11th canto. In Uddhav Krishna dialogue, this Nimi Navayogendra Samvad. That was the article Guru Maharaj selected for foreign publication. But that was just 10 pages. I said I have to make like 50 pages. So I got idea, let me publish my letters. So that was the first time I published all the letters, few letters till that time. But not the complete letters. I just extracted the teaching, not the details. So I extracted the teachings like, if they take absolute shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, they will be rescued, like this. So I extracted teachings and put teachings in that magazine. That first magazine name was Affectionately Yours. It's a black and white print. So we took that magazine to USA, and also on the way Singapore for the first stop, and we distributed those magazines. Next year we printed a blue cover of the same magazine, and then again foreign tours. So like this 5 times I went with Guru Dev's foreign preaching program up to 2002. So that was the beginning of Guru Dev's letters publication. After that, another publication where we collected others' letters, many other letters. But we only included teachings, not the details. Now I was thinking, what should I do? Should I include only teachings or all the details? So I said, no, it is the time for people to know about the life of Guruji. Because is he telling us what kind of life he is leading as Acharya? His continuous hard work preaching, always on the move. No place to take rest. And his days were like the whole day he is preaching, he is attending to people, and late night after dinner he will write. He is writing for our Chaitanya Vani magazine. He is writing Param Gurudev's biography. He is writing foreword to many books, other publications. So till 2 a.m. every day he is writing. But in the morning Mangal Aarti, you will see Guru Maharaj is present. Life was like this. Very, very punctual, very, very, you can say, sincere, pure devotee of his Guru. So in these letters, I publish everything. So as I said, we will come to know what were the places visited by our Guruji. So as they say, Gaur Amar Jesab Sthane Karil Brahman Range Sesab Sthan Heriva Ami Pranay Bhakat Sange. Today is Ekadashi, Yogini Ekadashi. So we sing this Shuddha Bhakata Charana Renu Bhajana Anuku. In this line is there. That is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited all those places. I want to go to those places with Pranay Bhakt, I mean the pure devotees. So Guru Maharaj visited those places. For us, those places become pilgrimage. So we must go to those places which is mentioned in the letters. We must meet those people. You will find people who have seen Guruji. So in these letters I am mentioning everything, and I want you people to make a calendar of events where he went, and also a list of the people accompanying him for the preaching, like Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Trivikram Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Kumar Sant Goswami Maharaj, many senior god brothers of Guru Maharaj, and many Guru Varga accompanying in this preaching tour. All he has written. He is going with me. This is the list of people. And you know, for like maybe 25 years, he was only moving in trains, never by air. And in train also by the sleeper class or ordinary. And I have travelled with Guruji in ordinary class. And you understand what kind of experience is this. You must have that experience. Sometimes from Delhi, Guru Maharaj going to Calcutta in Kalka Bay. And on the way, some political party people, they enter your reserved cabin and they occupy every place. And then Guru Maharaj writes to me, for 24 hours I could not go to bathroom because people sleep. So it's very, very challenging to do preaching. The places where they will go are like very humble, no arrangements, like temple, guest house. His room is here and bathroom is like far away. I have seen all those things. And sometimes in one room, Guru Maharaj, Guru Goswami Maharaj, Vikram Maharaj, like this. And many villages we go and there so much mosquito is there, no arrangements, no electricity. Even that they are doing preaching. And they never want any facilities, any comforts. They don't complain anything. So everything Guru Maharaj describes in his letters. And in one of his letters he said, for 1 month we were doing this Braj Chaurasi Parikrama, and there was very less comfort. But because of constant Sankirtan, remembrance of Krishna, people were very happy. Everyone was very happy. So in this life, comforts will be there or not there. That is not important. What is important is the contact with a pure devotee. That is the only thing. You know, if I ask you, all of you are experienced devotees, what is the spiritual objective of human life? Tell me. What is the spiritual objective according to our Guru Maharaj? What is the objective of our life? Yes?
Guru Maharaj.
No, this is one line is not sufficient.
Come to Krishna.
Yes. So actually, come to Krishna, Guru Maharaj is okay. But Guru Maharaj is written, if we surrender to a bona fide spiritual master and serve him, that is the ultimate goal of life. That is the goal. You will come to Krishna, you will get everything by serving a bona fide spiritual master. But how to serve? That you have to ask. Everyone has his own service. Everyone will be engaged by Guru Maharaj in his own way. For example, this Samadhi, this Bhakti Muni Maharaj, our god brother, and his team, Paramadeti Maharaj, Prasad Prabhu, others, they got this seva of Samadhi. Samadhi seva they got, and for 7 years it was hard work, and they had to tolerate so much. But after 7 years, it has manifested. So they are very, very fortunate that they got this seva. So each one of us has a seva that Guru Maharaj can tell us. For that we have to pray to him. So these letters tell us our seva of Guruji. I was already reading, so I will complete this letter. Okay? From up to there. Guru Maharaj says, there are 2 paths. Pravritti Marg, path through married life, so Varna Vivaha, and Nivritti Marg, path through unmarried life, ascetic life. General people are eligible for Pravritti Marg. Persons who have made up their minds that they will never go to household life, worldly life, are only competent to take the ascetic order. This teaching you must have read somewhere in affectionately your previous month. So Guru Maharaj says, whether you are in worldly life or you are in ascetic life, you should not wait for your decision. You should start bhajan immediately. What is bhajan? Bhajan, chanting of the holy name, avoiding tenfold offences. Because nobody knows when we shall have to leave this world. Nobody knows when we shall have to leave this world. When Srimad Raghunath Das Goswami was very eager to surmount this worldly ocean, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pacified him at first, saying he should not become mad. At present, he should remain in his house with a restful mind. Nobody can surmount the ocean of births and deaths all on a sudden. It will take time. Gradually he can surmount it. He should not try to show outwardly his indifference to worldly affairs. Inwardly he should practice abnegation and worship Sri Krishna with sincerity. Sri Krishna will rescue him from the pangs of worldly suffering in no time. It is not possible to write everything in detail in a letter when I am too much engaged here. Hundreds of guests have already arrived to participate in the annual function of Calcutta Mall. There is no spareable time for me to write. We are in a way. Hope this will find you all in good health and spirits. I pray to all merciful Shri Guru Deva to bless you and your family members. And finally, in every letter, Guru Maharaj writes, my love to you all. My love to you all. Happily yours, Guruji signed. So that proves how much affection Guruji has for us. How much trouble he has taken to make us devotees. We are very fortunate that we are getting this opportunity to hear the original writing of Guru Maharaj. Vancha kalpataru brasya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna.